Hello and welcome to my new series of dungeon anti-guides. This is not a legitimate walkthrough, so if you need real advice on Sastasha, gods help you. Sastasha's entryway is guarded by a tribe of Beta 12A entities from Star Trek. These guys feed off of negative emotions, so it makes sense that they'd be here at the entrance, just waiting to lick up your salty tears as soon as duty roulette drops you here. But, I don't know if lick is the right word. More like osmosify? Question mark? Suck? Let's move on. There's an empty room with a bloody memo inside, and it could say one of three things. Something like, the captain likes his wine red. The captain likes his wine red. Look, that's just how it's written. That's how it's, I'm not trying to be weird. That's just how it's written on the paper. And the only person that I'm aware of who says captain like that is Chekhov from Star Trek. So it's just more proof that these are indeed the Beta 12A entities at the start of the dungeon. A little bit further into the dungeon, you'll find these pretty little daisies floating on the surface of the water that you might not have noticed before. I just thought that they were really colorful and pretty. So the next time that you're tanking or healing Sastasha, just go ahead and take a detour under the path and check them out. And when your party gets mad at you, you can blame me. Just say Zeppela made you do it. You'll come to some corals with buttons on them. You should probably review your notes at this point to figure out what button you need to press. But we all know that you're just gonna press a random one and YOLO because you don't have self-control. I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't know that the bloody memo that you get, like the bloody note from Chekhov in the start of the dungeon. I almost said fart of the dungeon. Anyway, that indicates which color you need. I didn't know that. I've been playing this game for like 2 years and I just figured that out. So the more you know. Once you press the right button, you'll find that part of the wall becomes erect, meaning that you should touch it. The door is guarded by a cat named Chopper, which I always thought that was a weird name for a cat. Because a chopper is a motorcycle, which gives me the impression that the pirates have been riding old Chopper around town. Or Chopper, a chopper can be like a slap chop. So maybe Chopper's chopping up the captain's cabbage. The next big question I have is like, do the pirates know that their dogs have scurvy? Because this is a serious health concern. It means the dogs are malnourished. They might have weakened immune systems. Dogs can totally get scurvy, and they need to see a vet for a complete diagnosis right away. I kind of think that maybe the pirates don't know that the dogs are having a serious vitamin C deficiency because they seem to care about the dogs. They put these cute little bandanas around the dogs, and you don't put a bandana around your dog unless you care about it. Okay, so I really don't think that they know, but still it's irresponsible. And there's no excuse for letting your dog get scurvy. I mean, get it together. So let's talk about Captain Madison. He definitely exhibits a lot of mental instability in our interactions with him in this dungeon. In general, he's a scared little man. His first reaction when he sees you is of fear. He's like, how did you find this place? And he's like, where are me men? Where are me maidens? So ignoring the bad pirate grammar, because I'm pretty sure he's supposed to say, where be me men, etc. I think it's nice that Captain Madison is an equal opportunity employer. Like, he's not just worried, where be me men that can come help me, but also, where be me maidens that can come and help me out of this tight spot. Couple of other weird things. Why does he leave loot before running away? Like, I understand, like, mechanically that needs to happen, but it doesn't make sense that he's just, like, gives us loot and then runs off. That's kind of strange. Is it a bribe to make us, like, I don't know. He needs to be more clear about that. The other thing is, when he runs away, he calls you a two-legged lubber, which is strange because he has 2 legs and you can't, like, I don't think you can call someone an insult if that applies to you too, right? Like, if I was a pirate and I was like, oh, get out of here, you furry-tailed cat, I mean, that doesn't make sense because that's But in the case of Captain Madison, it kind of does make sense because he's deeply insecure. And I'm pretty sure he hates himself. And we can talk about that in the next interactions that we have with him. So in this big room, with kind of like the bar area in the middle of it, I used to hear these ladies say, "Oh, please save us. You must save us." Or, "I'm not one of them. I swear it on the little bit of my virtue that's left." I always thought that they were just being clever and they were just pretending to not be pirates so that I wouldn't kill them. You know, I mean, that's a sensible thing to do. But then today I stumbled into something I didn't even know existed here called The Hole. This is a sex dungeon inside Sastasha. Like, you'll see me, I have footage of me getting the achievement for exploring Sastasha because I'd never been here before. And holy hell, this is horrific. This is horrific. You walk in and one of the women is screaming that she wants to cut their dicks off, like cut the dicks off of the pirates. Another woman is half dead on the floor. One of them's like, "Please, I'm so sore." Another says, "I can't take another night in the deckhand's quarters." The Lalafel's like, "Please, I'm sorry. I won't bite anymore. Just let me out." Okay, so like she apparently tried to fight back and they won't let them out. And because no adventurers come this way, they're pretty much stuck here forever. It's absolutely horrifying. It's absolutely horrifying. So whenever you attack different pirates and they say stuff like, "Take the women alive," it's for the hole. Like, it's for the hole. Like, can we talk about how they named this dungeon The Hole? Oh my god. There's Lalafels in here. Like, it just makes it more sick that there's all these Lalas in here. Like, oh my god, it bothers me a lot. This bothers me a lot. And what bothers me more is that I've been playing this game for 2 years and I never went that way. Never knew about the hole. Sastasha's hole. Is there someone help him, please? So back to our friend Captain Madison and a discussion of his mental instability and deep-seated insecurities. He trained his parrot to say, "Captain is strong. Captain is strong." Now just think about that for a second. Think about how uncomfortable with yourself you need to be to train your parrot to say that, just to remind you that you're strong, you're worthy. You know, that's maybe in a way that's good, but another way it's pretty sad. If he wasn't a Lalafell diddler. He's easily frightened and he probably knows that he's not strong. So that might explain his need to dominate others, including these poor women in the hole. I don't know, just some things to think about. In this fight, he says, "What do you see now? Nothing. You see nothing." Now, some people might say, "Oh no, he's talking about Sandslinger ability." But I don't think so. I think he's talking about himself and his realization that he is nothing. And he's just doesn't have anyone else to talk to but you about it. When he summons dogs, and I'm really sorry to tell you all this if you didn't notice it before, but I have to tell someone because I'm hurting inside from it. There's a puppy there. There's a smaller dog there. This made me really sad. And again, I'm really sorry to tell you it, but I just can't keep this knowledge to myself because it's upsetting. Just try to comfort yourself with knowing that it's a puppy and it already has scurvy. Okay, so like in a way you're putting it out of its misery. The point is that by the time the Sahagin kills the captain, you have 100 different reasons to want him dead. He's abusing puppies, he's abusing dogs, he's abusing women, he's abusing Lalafels. It needs to end. So I was really on the Sahagin side, cheering for the Sahagin by the end of the dungeon, and you should be too. Well, I hope you enjoyed this anti-guide through Sastasha. I hope that it leads you astray the next time that you're doing the dungeon. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All those things sound really cliche, but they actually all help me quite a lot. So I'll see you next time. Thank you from the HQ. Take care.